is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. From the gun on third down, Shipley. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here we go on 4th down.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Shipley. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Glover. Touchdown! A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And now look at him go.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
On 2nd down now, it's Glover.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, Shipley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray.
He'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said, he's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. On play action, it's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Throwing now is Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lot.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
That cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. That is caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Packers. Robbie Anderson, 48 yards.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded right.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you're brave for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes it.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 6.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Packers,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go.